My name is Heather Hogue, and my position at United Way of Utah County is as the Mountainland Continuum of Care lead. The Mountainland Continuum of Care is a federally mandated program for any agencies or communities that are looking for homelessness funding from a federal standpoint. The Continuum of Care is a coalition of agencies that are all trying to end homelessness in our community. The Mountainland Continuum of Care serves Utah County, Wasatch County, and Summit County. We receive annual grants from the federal government to try to end homelessness. One of the things about working with this program is we're working with the most vulnerable in our community. I've worked for 12 years with the homeless in our community. I love to be able to find new resources for people in our community that are struggling. There's a woman I worked with for a long time. We'll call her Claire. It's not her real name, but we'll call her Claire. She'd been homeless for who knows how long. She was struggling with severe mental illness, couldn't really give us a whole picture. We know it's at least 8 years though that she's been homeless. Claire's homeless because of her mental health. She doesn't have drug issues. She doesn't have a criminal history. She stays to herself. She is one of the most kind-hearted people I've ever met. I remember working as a frontline worker. If I had a bad day, she was there to give me a kind word or to give me encouragement, which is kind of amazing when you look at the circumstances that Claire is living in. One of the things that I'm most proud of that I've worked with in the Continuum of Care is getting funding for a new housing project. One of the recipients of this housing project is Claire. Her caseworker called me after the funding announcements were made to verify that it was true, that we really did get money for this housing project, and told me how excited he was to let Claire know that day that we found a home for her. We found funding. She's receiving 12 months of rent paid, deposit paid, utilities paid, with wraparound services going right into her safe apartment. And because of continued funding, Claire has a place to stay for life. As long as she lives and wants to live there, she has a safe place to go, and a door that she can lock and feel safe. United Way, you're supporting a variety of programs that help holistically for individuals in our community. Homelessness is a small part of what United Way helps to coordinate. As we reach out for these programs that are focusing on different facets of poverty or education, we're making a dent in homelessness because we're educating people and giving them the tools to overcome the barriers that lead to homelessness or keep people in homelessness. One of the projects that I get to take on every year is the annual point-in-time count. It is a federally mandated annual census of all of the homeless individuals in our community. We go out for 3 mornings, mid-January at 4 a.m. and wake people up and ask them where they're sleeping, where they're staying generally, what their needs are their needs being met? It's an idea for us it's a way for us to count how many people are in need in our community and in what way we're meeting their needs and in what way we're not meeting their needs. As you can imagine, this is a volunteer-heavy project. This last year when we completed the point-in-time count, I had 70 volunteers that showed up at 4 in the morning to go out and trudge through the snow to try to find people sleeping out in camps or in alleys or in dumpsters or wherever we found people that were staying. It was amazing to see the effort that the community made on behalf of those that are less fortunate in our community.